Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 106 of Shattered Earth. In the last episode, you freed a couple of people from the vaults of Goldagnir, claimed a couple of pieces of treasure, made your way out, and escorted the Pallid Elves in, and then began to explore the royal palace down here in the Withered Reef before Selra heard a voice calling to her
Oh, that's right.
from the weapon that she carries. Let's see here. There we go. Scroll up here. Okay. So, Selra, as you're kind of walking away from the group, as people are kind of splitting off to go do their own thing, you hear a voice say, "Creature of shadow, I would have words with thee."
Okay.
Okie dokie.
You hear that the voice is coming from. It's speaking into your mind, but it's coming from the mace, or the Morning Star rather, that is slung at your hip.
Yeah, she will pick it up and find a private room.
Okay.
So that way they can speak.
I think you guys are in the palace right now.
Yes.
You are currently. Where are you on here? If I remember correctly, you guys were in like the dining room before. There is a small room off to the side that you could go into. It looks like you go through two sets of doors, and you enter into what looks to be some sort of. It looks to be like some sort of bed chamber with kind of like this gigantic clamshell that has like old ragged bedding and cloth set up in it. There's coral growths that have begun to kind of make their way along the walls, and you open another clamshell that's on the peripheral of the room, and a couple fish swim out, scare you for a second. And when you kind of extend that second clamshell further, you realize that it's like a closable desk of some kind. Take out the Morning Star, and it says, "Thou hast carried me dutifully across thine party nearly a month, though none amongst you carry Karako's light. Solimir recognized this, and yet relinquished me into thy custody anyway. For weeks hence I could find no logic in this until today. It seemed none amongst thee were worthy of wielding me. Though thine companions' crusade to save this world is noble, and the Horned One's desire to free those lost souls held captive in Goldagnir is admirable, none amongst thee shone as bright as the Old One did when I first beheld him. I have not felt such a sense of purpose since the day of my death. I see clearly now. Karako bid thee carry me to one worthy of his light, that they might bathe the wicked in his radiance and banish the shadow of their evil from this world. He is to be this champion, of that I have no doubt, but he will need guidance. A torch to light the way."
So you want me just to hand you over to him? That's fine.
Thine path is one of righting in balance, but thou hast divested thyself from the light. For thou hast no need of it if thine goal is chasing after shadows. I bid thee bequeath me unto Karako's chosen, that I might be wielded by a righteous hand once more.
She'll nod and go find. I forgot your character's name.
Hieronymus.
Hieronymus, or you could just say Gaddis if you wanted to.
Gaddis. And he's gonna find Gaddis and be like, the weapon would like to be with you, be wielded by you.
So, Hieronymus, you have wandered off into another part of this palace
Yeah.
in order to pray, if I remember
Right.
correctly.
I was looking for a place to pray. Yeah.
So you have wandered. You wandered up a different hallway, past what looked to be two dilapidated-looking thrones, sitting upon piles of dead coral. Past those, upward into what seems to be a meeting chamber, and then past that into an even further chamber beyond that strikes you as odd given the aquatic nature, the semi-aquatic nature of this odd, like, dead coral reef style landscape. You open the doors and you see what looks to be like a lounge room. Several couches and pillows lining the walls and the floor of this place. Large, plush, actually relatively well-maintained pieces of furniture. And they all surround what appears to be a tree growing down here, blooming with pink blossoms that have
Okay.
gathered around. Some of the petals have fallen off and gathered around the floor, and there's like large curtains of silk draped throughout the across the ceiling and the walls, giving it kind of this like serene, almost relaxing kind of feel to the room.
Okay.
I figured this
I'm
would be
getting
a good
vibe.
place to meditate.
Yeah. Seems like a peaceful place, a calm place. Yeah, I would say so.
So right as you kneel down to pray, the door opens behind you and Selra comes in. It says, "Hey, the mace wants to talk to you."
I will. The beginning of my prayer thus interrupted. I will stand calmly and turn to face him.
Sorry if I was interrupting something, but
Not at all. How can I serve you?
this Morningstar would like to speak to you.
The Morningstar wants to speak to me?
Yes.
You hear a voice in your mind. "Creature of light, I would have words with thee." No, I'm just kidding. He says, "Yes, I would like to speak to you. For you
I'm
seem
hearing
to
this?
have...
Is
Yeah,
this out loud or is this in my head?
this is in your head. It says, "I would wish to speak with thee. For thou carriest Karako's light, it seems."
Gaddis is going to immediately stumble backward, completely shocked to hear this voice in his head. He is not used to that. Yeah, this is an odd thing for him after so many years. A new voice. Helm, not the most conversant. And I don't know what the world was like a 1,000 years ago. But yeah, this is going to be kind of shocking to him. Is it Selra that gave me the?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would see him like struggling to recompose himself. This is definitely. He was not prepared to hear that voice, but he straightens up and you can see him sort of his eyes darting left and right as he attempts to concentrate and gain some kind of calibration on what's happened to him here. Gaddis is going to close his eyes and think in his mind. Who are you? What is this?
I am called Suladak. I was, at one time, fast friends with Karako when he walked this earth many hundreds of years ago. I was by his side when he liberated our people from the chains that bound them. In my death, I was granted this form, that I might continue to serve him even after death.
At this, Gaddis will mutter, "By all the gods," and he will now drop to his knees and begin to try to connect to this voice. In his mind, sorry, forgive me. The Selra will just see him sort of recompose himself, stand up. You can see that he's concentrating on something with his eyes closed, and then he falls to his knees into a position of prayer, and he's like gone. Like he's now, you can see him trance-like begin to commune and pray. He wouldn't know you were there if you were banging on pots and pans right now. It's a weird little transformation you see in him that he drops to his knees. Suladak, servant of Karako, what should I do? Guide me.
Thou hast journeyed far through time, it seems. You have arrived in this world confused and perhaps hurt. You are in need of guidance. My master has given you the first steps and has bid me guide you further. I will be your torch in the darkness. I can guide you forward as you navigate this new strange world you find yourself in. And in turn, you will wield me righteously against those that would seek evil upon this place, in all the places of the world. That is my master's bidding.
Lord Suladak, it has been many, many years since I held a weapon, but my heart is strong, and the strength of my arm, well, there is strength in it yet. I will do all I can to bring light to this world. Karako's light.
Come and sit with me.
I'm honored.
And I will share the story of Karako, that you might understand him and what he stands for.
I think he'll set the Morning Star on one of the cushions and just sort of kind of crouch over it while he tries to commune in prayer. I will do this for you as best I can, but I'm no longer a warrior, but a healer. However, those that wish to harm the innocent will feel the power of this Morning Star in Karako's name.
He says, close your eyes, and I will share the story of this world with you. And as you do...
My eyes are already closed, Lord.
Yeah, he begins, yeah. As you do, you begin to see visions of the history of this world. You see the world as it once was, with lush green valleys and tall mountains and wide-ranging oceans, split asunder by an apocalypse that rent the world in many different pieces. You see briefly massive chunks of continental rock floating in the void before a flash of light forms at their center and pulls them all together in a form resembling what the old world might have looked like, though broken and shattered. You see many hundreds of years of roiling dust and pale green lightning storms, until, once settled, you see out of the storm comes a vast gray desert where tall, tauric, bipedal slavers oversee construction of new buildings built by their slaves. Many catfolk who dig the sand in search of stone, who mix mud and sand to create blocks that are then placed to form these first building pieces of a new civilization. As time goes on, you see a pair of catfolk, one large and strong with a mane of flowing golden hair, a lion folk by the looks of it, and another smaller, thinner, lither, with pale white fur, tarnished by years of toiling in the ashen gray desert. You see the moment when they decide to break their chains and revolt against their masters. And you see, subsequently, a campaign that lasted many years, wherein the catfolk won their war, wherein the Minotaur retreated to the south, and the creation of a new kingdom on this broken world was made. You see the lion warrior, once dressed in rags, now clad in gleaming metal armor, and his pale-furred brother sitting next to him, wearing robes of resplendent white cloth. You see the brothers begin their reign beloved by all, but one brother betrayed the other. The pale fur turns to black, and Karako, with a heavily sad and disappointed look in his eye, cast his brother down from godhood onto the mortal plane.
Who's his brother?
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
You see Karako's death as he ascends to godhood, his body entombed in a large triangular pyramid capped with a prism of light at its top. And you see a large city built around his tomb, a city that would become the capital of his people as they built around him. You see many days and nights pass on this world, hundreds and hundreds of years of time as civilization rebuilds around in and around this place. You see, as this time shifts onward in the sky above you, the visage of Karako, this massive lion, like sunlight-maned lion overseeing the world, joined in time by many other different faces. Until you see, one day, about a month ago, A party of 4 sneaking their way into the capital city and retrieving what looks to be the same mace that you behold before you. You see, as they grasp it for the first time, not understanding truly what they wield, a figure behind them, spectral and unnoticed by all, of another catfolk, almost the same build as Karako, but with many more battle scars and a mane of blackened fur around his head. Then looks at you, his mane shifting in an invisible wind, and says, "This is the story of Karako. For many hundreds of years I have waited for one to wield me in his name once again. You have been chosen as this champion. There is a darkness that pervades this world. Creatures that flit between shadows that would seek to drag this place into their darkness. And yet there are also others who seek to prevent this. You are among 4 others who wish to save this place. But there are many more out there who you will meet in time. The Shadow's reach is vast. But in even the deepest shadow, a small flicker of light can become a sun.
I'm making notes. Lord Sulidak, I feel that I am unworthy. Being released from prison, all I wanted was to save myself, but having found you and these new companions, I realize now my purpose is to do what I can to make the world a safe place again. You have my good right hand. You have my strong heart. You have my mind. I am your servant from this moment forward till I breathe no more.
The visage of the lionfolk nods at you. You watch as veins of gold begin to flicker throughout his mane, and the vision fades from you. You open your eyes and find yourself in front of the mace, the Morningstar rather, as you were when you sat down. But you now find yourself attuned to said mace.
Well, the part of the gear that was taken, which I re-equipped last episode, was a mace that was more ceremonial, but it was the traditional weapon of Helm. However, attunement being lost, and this blessed weapon, now my new symbol of purpose, I will remove the mace of Helm that I wore and lay it on the floor and attach to its, I don't know, mace clip, whatever attaches it to my waist, and I'll attach Sulidak. Is that, I'm assuming that's the name of the the entity and the mace itself, I'm supposed, or the Morningstar itself. Mm-hmm. So I will affix it to my waist. I will lay the not without sadness. I will lay Helm's mace on the floor. Helm is gone, and I have to use the energy of my new life for its new purpose. Mm-hmm. The shield, the ceremonial shield, I'll still have draped over my back until I can determine what best to do with it.
Okay.
Because it's still a functional shield, even though
Sure.
Helm's Emblem gives me no additional protection.
Yeah.
And I'll stand. I don't know if Selra was there the entire time, or I don't know if that took moments or hours. I have no idea.
She left a little while ago, but you didn't notice. In fact, you don't know how much time has passed.
Am I hungry? I'm doing a self check here. I'm trying to figure out as I walk to the door.
your knees creak with the with the pain of someone who has been kneeling for quite some time.
Okay, good. Okay, all right. Well, a familiar ache, then, but not unwelcome.
Yeah.
He'll make his way to the door and try and find his companions, newly attuned, and maybe try and find a sandwich shop somewhere, because it's probably been a few hours. He hasn't needed to eat in that prison cell, but now I think he's feeling the mortal pangs of hunger.
Mm-hmm. So, as you go and do that, do this for me. Open your D&D Beyond character sheet, and you can add Suladak to your inventory and attune it. And that will give you your new numbers, essentially. Some of your new numbers.
Should I, on my character sheet for Roll20, I have my mace. I was going to replace that with the word Suladak.
You can if you want to. Technically Suladak is a morning star, so you probably want to add a morning star as the template.
How do you spell it?
Just M-O-R. Do you want Suladak or morning star?
Yeah, Suladak.
You can't search for it on Roll20. You have to do it on D&D Beyond.
No. How do you spell it? I'm just asking.
Suladak.
AAK. You put the extra A in there.
Yeah, it's a naming convention I do for catfolk.
Right. Okay. No, I'm just gonna make a note of it. Okay. So let's see. Let me go to D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it's called.
See now the horizontal buzzing is gone. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Now I go to a web page and it's not working. Okay, so let's see. Where do I find my?
It's play D&D and then your characters.
Play D&D. My characters. My homebrew creations?
No, your characters.
Oh, my characters. There it is. I see it. Okay. What a mess. It's so distracting, this thing. Okay, there he is. Edit.
No, don't edit. Go to your character sheet. Click on the driver's license picture.
View.
Yeah.
Got it. Driver's license picture.
Yeah. Go to your inventory.
Hold on. I don't know where I'm looking. Fuck. Sorry, guys. I'm not familiar with D&D Beyond. Driver's license picture.
If you're looking at the character sheet itself and not the level up screen, then you're fine.
I'm looking at the character sheet itself.
Yeah, go to your inventory. And then hit manage inventory and search for Suladak.
Inventory. Manage inventory. And filter search.
Yeah. Well, yeah, search for Suladak.
Nothing's coming up.
Why is nothing coming up?
Suladak.
Yeah.
Because it's a filter search. Filter by.
Well, don't filter it. Just search for it.
Weapon.
Don't filter.
Well, under. Well, where's this fucking search?
You did manage things, right?
Manage inventory.
Yeah.
Add items.
Mm-hmm.
It's already in there. No, it's not.
You should be able to.
Under filter, it has a little magnifying glass. That's where I was putting it.
I'll check it.
Do I need to filter by type or by?
I can see it. If you type in SUL and it's down there.
Suladak, the guiding star. Add.
There you go.
Add to equipment.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, I'm not familiar with how this works. Okay. This particular D&D Beyond works.
Yeah.
Learning. Okay, where is it? There it is.
Yeah.
Active? Yes, I'm going to make it active.
Okay, and then scroll down. There's an important part. Scroll down.
Okay, mace.
There should be an attunement section at the bottom of
Oh.
your inventory page where you can then
Attunement,
attune
yes. Suladak. Okay,
You can
I
also
am attuned.
take this time to attune to your other shit that you have as well. Since you claimed that.
Oh, I have 2 attunements. I don't know what else I needed. Let's see. What was the other thing?
And you have your cloak of protection, you have your other shit that we haven't done.
Oh, the cloak. Does that require attunement?
Mm-hmm. Well, some of them, but I don't know. You have to click active on all of them, and then you can pick which ones you're attuned to.
I see. Oh, focus circlet.
The other
Cloak
thing
of
also, I'm going to have you roll
First staff of verdict.
3 D100s as well.
D 100s. Ugh. Laggy as hell. Okay.
Do that.
D 100.
Roll 20 chat if you want.
Number 1.
87. Okay. Do it again. Let's get all 3.
8. And 47.
Okay.
It's a good mix.
Okay. What
right.
skills are you proficient in?
I'd like to drop that mace then.
You can remove it from your inventory.
How do I, if I manage inventory? Mace. What do I do with it? How do I get it out of there?
Hit the unlock button.
No, in D&D
No.
Beyond.
Oh. You click on the mace itself and it'll come up with a little sidebar and then you hit delete.
Clicking on mace, it's not doing anything.
Well, don't worry about it
Why
now
is
then. You just
Okay.
don't worry about it now. Let's just do
All right,
what we need to do.
All right, let's go back to...
So you have insight, medicine, perception, persuasion, and religion.
All right, mace. I'm going to take the mace out and put Suladak in there.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
I'm assuming it weighs the same.
I don't know if the Morningstar weighs the same as the mace, but you just drag a Morningstar into your inventory and we'll figure everything else later.
Well, I just called it Suladak. I don't know.
Let's do this. So for your first one, was a 87, yeah?
Yes.
61 to 70 left cents. Okay. You can cast a 3rd level spell chosen by me from the mace. Okay. So you're gonna get an extra 3rd level spell from Suladak. I'm gonna pick Fireball.
Wizard's friend.
Pertinent. Yeah, I'm gonna seems pertinent to because that's a light cleric spell. That's one of the reasons you pick light cleric, because you get Fireball.
Mm-hmm. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said cast Fireball.
Yeah, I figure Fireball's probably a pertinent one.
Well, okay.
So go search for Fireball in the compendium and drag it onto your sheet.
Okay.
We'll edit that later.
Fireball. Spell. Delayed blast. Fireball.
Regular Fireball.
This Fireball right here? Yeah, where's my sheet? Oh, no.
Where is my sheet?
I can't click and drag, can I? Because I gotta reopen it.
Yeah, you have to reopen your sheet and then click and drag it.
Yeah, shit.
We're learning how Roll20 works.
We are remembering things.
This is what happens when you don't play for several weeks at a time.
Yay! Okay, here we go. Fireball under. Okay.
Just drag it on there. It'll add 2
Fireball.
spells.
All right, dragging it over. Did it show up? Is it there?
Should be. Go to your spells
Yeah,
page.
it's at the bottom.
Go to your spells page.
Go to my what?
Your spells page.
Spells page?
Yeah.
Level 3?
Should be on here somewhere.
It's not there.
It's at the bottom.
It's at the bottom.
The
but
bottom
I
of
better
third
put it-
level.
Let me move it up to the... Oh, it doesn't move it up. All right. There it is at the bottom. And it's prepared per se because it's the mace.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one. You're also going to get proficiency in intimidation. So go to your...
click that box.
Yeah, click that box next to intimidation.
Got it.
And then the
Nice.
final one was what, 47?
Yes.
47 is, while you're attuned to the artifact, your speed increases by 10 feet.
Ooh.
So we go to...
So 30, so I go to 40 on speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I am 1,000 years old. I need all the help I can get.
yeah. Also, so write all of those down so we know what they were.
The benefits of Suladek.
Yeah. The benefits were intimidation proficiency, third level spell, once per day. Well, no,
Well,
it's
just
not. It's not just
fireball.
once per day, but so the way that works is you can cast fireball from the mace using all of your stuff, and then after you cast it, you roll a d6, and if you roll a 6, you can cast it again. Not immediately, but you can cast it again in the same day.
Okay.
If you roll a 1 through 5, you can't use it again until the next dawn.
Fireball and movement plus 10.
Yeah, so just keep those written down because eventually I'm going to go into your roll 20 and I'm going to make Suladak a thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I entered him under that name in my inventory, but I don't think it's set up. Oh, it is 1d6 bludgeoning.
Yeah, and then also go into your D&D Beyond sheet and start reading Suladak while I go to the other players and see what they want to do.
Suladak.
Because he's a big old thing.
Do I click on it? I click on it. Okay, yeah. I see it.
Yeah.
How do I get the mace out of here, though?
Don't worry about that. We'll fix it later.
I guess. All right. I know I don't have it anyway.
It's not.
Okay. It says damage piercing. Oh, because it's a morning star. Got it.
Okay. So while he's reading through that, what do you guys want to do? You guys have kind of.
Thank you for being patient, guys, while I get my shit together.
You two have kind of been off doing your own thing for the last hour.
Consider me meditating right now.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just vibing.
Okay. All right. Vibing. What is Lemuel doing? You are muted. I don't know if you know that. Hello? Hello, Lemuel? Are you alive? Do you exist?
Do you do? Fun's plane of existence.
Doth mother know you weareth her drapes? Alright, well, I don't really know where he is. I have no idea what's going on. I'm assuming he's away from his keyboard if he's not answering. So, I guess let's do this. I'll wait for people to come back. And we'll just talk about some stuff. I'll pause the recording and we'll come back when people are ready to go.
We're split up, so I've been finding kelp scrolls and a strange metal astrology archive and astromancy archive rather, and mystery doors. So that's where I'm at.
So
I have no idea what's been going on with talking weapons. So.
Hieronymus has been gone for about an hour, doing whatever he's doing in the northern section of the palace. In that hour, what would you guys have liked to have done? I know you were exploring. Was Chance doing anything? Was he also exploring? Was he going somewhere? Or if any of you have something you want to do in that hour, just let me know.
Any historical records, documents, or anything that's being left behind, I want.
Sure. As far as like historical records, there's not a lot. There are this floor of the palace that you're on currently is mainly for. It's like main halls and entertainment thing. It's meant for welcoming people who are invited to the palace, right? There's like a theater with an organ. There's with like theater seating and like a special box up in the top right corner. There's extra bedrooms that are that at one time were plush and now probably are not. Dining room. There's the big like long stone table where you guys sat and you met Tarfana for the first time. There is if you're exploring like the rest of the palace, there are a couple of doors you can't open that don't have any discernible way to open them. But there's also like where Hieronymus is. You guys eventually, if you're like walking around, you'll find Hieronymus kneeling in front of a what looks to be like a tree with pink blossoms on it in the back room that is somehow inexplicably growing down here. What else? There are many different statues of aquatic-looking individuals.
Yeah, because like with the antiquarian stuff, kind of need to one of these catalog the history here that is going to be left behind.
Yeah. If you want to, you can go ahead and make me a history check, and I'll see if there's anything else you can glean just from the architecture of this place and other stuff. I call them paladels, but that's not technically correct. Paladels are their own thing. They're like mutated elves.
Do I get my profession bonus?
Yeah. This is studying ancient civilizations through the artifacts they leave behind. Cool. So an 18 total. So what you can glean from this place, this was clearly like the seat of power for this region of the world at one point, and now it's kind of just survived by virtue of whatever magic keeps it together. Many of the statues and depictions that are kind of spread throughout this place are of various like sea elves and tritons who at one point were important through history. You can see like there is a lot of reverence given to these things. They're like big brass statues that have kind of been tarnished by time, but you can still kind of make out the features. Like there's a lot of guys with holding various weapons or in heroic poses. There are some statues of aquatic life, like depictions of the world as it was before when there were oceans. Most of the like deterministic information has been either like too tarnished to read or missing entirely. There is a room full of scrolls that Lemuel was in at one point. Essentially, there's like scrolls that are rolled up and put on a shelf that are made of some kind of kelp or seaweed or something. It's big, long, like flowing text that runs along them, written in Elvish. An ancient form of Elvish, but Elvish nonetheless. And there are. It seems like that section of the palace has been mostly delegated to, like the oldest scrolls in there are entertaining stories or novels or things like that. This was meant for like in case of visiting dignitary or someone important was being entertained at the palace, they would be shacked up in the nice room with all the cool books in it. The newer scrolls in there, the ones that don't seem as dilapidated or fragile, seem to be like records of skirmishes between the what were they called? The Ahimar is what they call themselves, and then the what are they called? What are they fucking called? I keep forgetting their names because it's a fucking weird thing.
You mean like Iglarak?
Yeah. Ahimar and the Iglarak are the two factions there. The Ahimar are the elven people that are currently in Goldeknir that you escorted in there, and then the Iglarak are the monstrous kind of sea creature looking guys that you fought many times. Records of various skirmishes, what was gained or destroyed at the end of them. Like a lot of it's like, skirmish with skirmish with Iglarak on the outskirts of the city. They destroyed, an acre of farmland that we were setting up, etc., etc. Things like that.
Anything about the potential that giant water elemental we let loose by accident?
Roll an investigation check. The Leviathan. 13.
Damn.
Yeah. You don't find anything like written down about the Leviathan, but there. Well, I'll say this: there is nothing that you find about the Leviathan specifically, like specifically no mention of it at all in any records.
Shame. Chance would try and get permission from their host to basically copy down as much as he can.
Well, he went to join his people in the prison.
Well,
before he said, you have free reign of the castle, go nuts. So you can do what you want up here.
Out. The Grimoire Infinitus.
Yes.
Given the second word there, I have to ask, does it run out of pages?
That's a good question. Let me look it up. I think it says specifically that it doesn't, but I could be wrong. If I go up here... God damn it. Is it the dormant version? I'm assuming it's the dormant version. Most of the book is blank. Okay. The book has an infinite number of pages. Yes. It has an infinite number of pages. It is 3 inches thick, 8 inches wide, 12 inches long, and weighs 3 pounds. Most of the book is blank, but there are a number of spells recorded in the first pages of the tome.
All right, so because Chance's notebook is not going to be big enough for all of this, he's basically going to be writing in the grimoire. He's basically going to be copying the whole damn library.
Okay, sure. So you'll do that over the next hour. You can get a couple of scrolls in. We'll see.
Yeah. Even the the entertainment of a culture is still important.
Sure. Okay. Okay, so about an hour passes. Hieronymus comes out of his meditation and is wandering around. If you wander around long enough, you'll find people in various different locations around the first floor of the palace. Just doing whatever they're doing. Celro's probably taking a nap. Lemuel's reading stuff that he took from the library, and Chance is copying down stuff he took from the library. Or at least from that bedroom, what constitutes itself as a library up here.
Yeah, he's basically just finding everything he can in regards to historical records and books of just writing it all down.
Yeah. Now you guys have a destination. I believe the plan was to long rest now before you head out in the morning. I think that's what we were doing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Well, there was a plan that I actually had for just to do. Well, there's a couple of things I still have that I belong in my inventory. A couple of the item crystals I took with. There was the one that had like the mop-like thing inside, and then the other one was the I forget, but there was I think there was the one that was probably like the tentacle rod, and the other one was bag of tricks. Yeah, I got the crystals for them, but I never took the time to use a spell slot to unlock them, so I would probably do that before resting, just so I have something that's not just crystals and potentially useful things, I guess. So
Okay. Do you want to try and break them out? Because you can't do it by yourself, I don't think.
I forget what the maximum, like how many levels are needed for the items.
It has to be a 9th level dispel magic spell.
For items and people, right?
Yeah. It's a 9th level dispel magic spell to get rid of the spell in the first place. You need, in order to do it at your current level, you need more than one person working on it with you.
Right. Yeah, I'd probably wave over whoever's available and has slots above 4th level, because I think I've got 1 4th level slot and a few, like 3 3rd level ones. So, and some other lesser ones, but if anybody else is willing to pitch in so we can unlock these few items before we rest, it's, wouldn't hurt to have them around, although I don't know who would want the tentacle rod, but still could come in handy. Seems interesting.
Okay.
So
Tentacle rod?
Yeah. It's an item.
Yep, and a little safer than a potential deck we will not say the full name of, that was left behind in Goldagger and that we do not have with us. I would like to be very clear.
It just appears in your inventory.
I see.
Nope.
Just throw it away and it appears in your back pocket. I will force you to use it. No, I was kidding. Yeah, so if I think Hieronymus is the only one that's here, right? I think everyone else is going to pee or something. Do you want to help Lemuel unlock some stuff?
I think there may still technically be the paladin around as well. I don't like he was following me at the end of the last episode. But,
oh yeah, he's around too. Sure. Yeah. Sure. We'll just say that you can do it. If you only have like what, 2 items, 3 items?
Just 2. So
yeah, there's a combination of spell slots in there that you can use.
I'll spend 1 3 and my 1 4th before resting. So
sure.
And then, combined with a few others helping out with 3rd or 4th, or 2nd level slots should get it done. So cool.
All right, so we'll say you can retrieve those items. Whatever you want to do with them. We'll say that you guys are kind of like winding down your day. It's about time to go for a long rest here.
Oh, did I find anything on the kelp scrolls, or I don't know if there was time for
you got your information the same way that Chance did. It's all a bunch of like random stories about, like, they're like novels. They're like, characters that are written in Elvish and who go on adventures, or like some of them are like political intrigue stories, or romance novel. It's stuff to entertain whoever was staying in that room at one point or another. Those are the oldest ones in there. The newer ones are all just skirmish records and boring data about like trying to survive out here. So as you guys are getting ready for your next long rest, at one point you guys are wandering around, doing your things, getting rid, like picking bedrooms to collapse in and sleep. And eventually you hear the fluttering of bird wings, followed by a voice calling out, "Hello? Is anybody still here?"
Hello?
And you see, walking down the hallway, the druid who flew off earlier in the previous episode.
Oh, the guy who doesn't trust us.
Yeah.
Well, yes, you couldn't get off the
Yeah.
ocean.
No. I tried. I tried many different things, and none of them worked, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It seems that what you have told me about this world is true.
Well, I recommend getting some sleep because we're hanging out tomorrow to get back to our ship. To get back to our ship and onto another mission we have for this place. So, we recommend getting sleep or trance, whichever you prefer.
Strollvan comes up at this point and says, "Actually, I would like to have a talk with this person, if that's okay."
Be my guest.
He says, "Please join me in this room over here. I want to talk to you about some things." And the druid nods in agreement, and they go off into a separate room by themselves. So, if you have not already, hit your long rest buttons. We'll pick up in the morning unless anyone else has something they want to do.
Now, the only thing I would probably have done is looked over the old novels and see if there's any kind of a mention of a large serpent that liked starting cults or anything like that. That sounds like a sensational read.
Make an investigation check.
Cool.
Selra throws the hammer of thunderbolts into the wall.
Oh, God.
No, it's okay. That's the recovery, I guess. You get a recovery bonus from it.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Let's see.
Too bad you're not tuned to it.
Oh, remind me,
Whoa.
with long rests, it's nothing more than light activity for during that, yeah?
Pretty much, yeah.
Would copying stuff down be considered light activity?
Yeah. You do need
What's
sleep
the
at
hammer
some
of
point.
thunder?
What
is that?
One of the weapons they got through the
Damn.
Goldagnir. It was something that was in the vault.
Okay. Jackpot.
Yeah, a lot of cool shit down there. You guys should probably go get at some point.
Yeah.
With a 28 investigation, you do find a novel that is written about a pair of heroes who go out to fight a monster that has a descriptor very much like the Leviathan you freed. The Leviathan is not mentioned by name. Instead, it is mentioned as like the beast or the old god or like other monikers for it, but it's never mentioned by name.
Interesting. Cool read.
This is like an old book, super old, and to the point where like you're only getting bits and pieces of the story because the kelp that it's written on has broken away or faded in places, and it's really hard to make out. You're having to be really ginger with this thing because it's just such an old parchment made of not the best material.
Right.
You need your full 8 hours. If you were an elf, you wouldn't need that much, but you need full 8 hours.
Lapse in elf supremacy.
I mean, you could stay up. You can stay up later if you want to. That's up to you. But in order to get the benefits of a long rest, you have to get 8 hours of sleep at some point. Let's see. Probably close that now. If I search up, I think. Let me make sure I'm not thinking about short rest when it comes to activity. Long rest. Let's maybe search for that instead of longbow. Period of extended downtime at least 8 hours long, during which a character sleeps for at least 6 hours. There you go. And performs no more than 2 hours of light activity.
All right, so before he goes to sleep, 2 hours of copying shit down. When he wakes up, he's gonna cast Mage Armor on himself, and then gonna basically, until we leave, go spend the rest of his time copying stuff over.
Sure. Okay.
Hey, can I mention, the Cloak of Protection gives me a +1, which is the same as a shield. And now I'm thinking...
Shield is +2.
Shield is +2.
Yeah.
Well, do I get the benefit of both if I use both? Or?
Yes.
Because he was going to hang on to the shield until he figures out whether Karako would attune it or not.
They stack. It works as a mundane shield until you can figure out if you want to enchant it with something or not. Or until you find a better shield.
Yeah. Or until Karako says... I don't use shields, He's gonna hang on because
he's a protector.
I was just
of course,
thinking he would have probably put the mace and the shield and said goodbye to both of them. But if it's still a good shield and this is a unknown world he's in, he might hang on to it until maybe Karako can bless it or something. It is
as it was when you left it. It was a mundane shield with a symbol on it. But
yeah. Okay, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he'd probably look for someone who can replace the helm symbol with Karako's symbol. Someplace safe.
At some point...
Not yet.
At some point, when Strollvan and the druid reconvene with you all in the morning as you're kind of getting yourselves ready to leave, Strollvan says, I was talking with the druid, and I think we will not be joining you for the next stretch. There's something I want to do in Goldagnir that the druid and I can work on together.
Understood.
Godspeed, friend.
I tested this out also yesterday, by the way. And he raises his key, whichever one he had, and unlocks the door to Goldagnir, spawns it in the room just with one key, and says, I think because we opened it, we're now able to open it wherever we are individually.
Oh.
Mighty useful.
He says, wish you good luck. And he and the druid both walk through the doors, and when they shut behind them, they vanish into the wall and disappear.
Which key did Selra have again? Sorry. Can't remember.
Selra has something else. I don't know what Strollvan has.
I had Key of Tides, and Chance had Embers.
Strollvan, I think, has Dust?
Dust, maybe?
Or Squalls?
I have Dust.
You have Dust. He has Squalls, then.
He must have Squalls. Okay. Very good.
He didn't. Oh. He didn't keep a record of it on his inventory. Maybe he had it somewhere else. I don't know. Let's see. No, I don't know. He doesn't have a record of it anywhere, so I don't know where he has it. But anyway, he has a key, whatever one you guys don't have written down. Okay. And then you guys can leave at your leisure.
Mhm.
Is there anything anyone wants to do? One last thing before you leave the palace.
Well, I guess I would look over to Chance and say, this place seems really old. Is there any particular antiquated thing that we really need to look for? Anything that an antiquarian would especially value other than what we've already found?
It seems a lot of the place is the history of this place is either oral tradition or has already been taken with them out.
Okay.
There is one thing I would like to do though. And Chance will flip open the Grimoire Infinitus to a blank page. And when we leave the palace, he's going to kind of get as much of the palace as he can in his sight, and he's going to sketch it down.
Okay.
Did anybody else want to check out these mystery doors that I found? They don't have a knob or anything. They're strange.
Well, we can try and see if we can get in there though. Wouldn't be like we can certainly try. But yeah, Chance will quit. Well, when they leave, Chance will sketch down a thing. But if we want to look at the doors, let's see. What is?
It's a door, but no doorknob.
Yeah.
No hinges.
See, it's a door with no immediately visible way to open it.
Can I attempt to push it open?
Sure. Make a strength check.
That implies that it can be pushed open.
The door is not secret, and there are no other secrets within range of the wand when you cast it.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't actually using. I was kind of pulling up and to read it.
Yeah.
If
you wanted to use a charge, there you go.
That's an 11.
11, yeah. Try as you might, you're not able to make the door budge, unfortunately.
All right. Chance will try saying "open" in Old Elvish.
Okay.
Oh, there's an idea.
Speak the Old Elvish aloud, and no response is given.
What's Old Elvish for fuck? Yeah.
I don't know, but it probably sounds beautiful.
I might be able to dispel any magic lock that's on the door, but we need to find out if there's magic on the door, right?
Who has the Key of Tides?
Got it. Right here.
Can I see it for a moment?
Okay.
Chance will see what happens if he tries to insert the Key of Tides into any part of the door.
Nothing. This door is not activated by the Key of Tides, it seems.
Yeah, well, I figured that was worth checking with how that thing seems to be to this place.
Sure.
Well,
Wait,
we could always
question.
break the door down.
Would you say that this palace is a thing of significance?
Oh, yeah. It's the most significant landmark you've seen in this entire place.
Would you say it's legendary?
Probably. I need you to name what it is.
We were given the guy who lives here said the name of this fucking palace, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you write it down?
This is an instance where the player's dumber than the character. But hold on. In any of the books and records, wouldn't the palace been mentioned there?
That would make sense. You are here.
So even if I don't remember it offhand, I can just check that.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's just the kingdom in general that he mentioned, but let me double check. Because this specific place is just the royal palace, but the kingdom's name is Lonmere.
Right. So this would be the Royal Palace of Longmere, I guess?
Depends on whether you want
I-
legend lore of the entire country or territory, or if you want specifically this place.
Specifically the palace.
Okay.
How
So
do you spell Longmere?
LONNMIR.
I had to check because there could have been like an extra L. There could have been a Y
Yes.
instead of an I. Like,
I do that very often with elven names. A lot of the shit that I do, like a lot of it I do has accents over it, which you can't do on Roll20's like chat or anything. But I figured out how to do it, and I've done it for like every other name that I've ever made ever since. So, like for example, here I'll post. If I like copy paste this into the chat, this is how I do Longmere in my notes. It has that little fucking accent over the I.
all right. So also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down Longmere records.
Sure.
Because that's what I've copied down. Do we make any special note about the novelization and fictions as well, or do we just want to say like he's basically copied down to as much as he possibly could?
You cover down as much as you can. The records in this section are not particularly of any interest. They're novels and stories. There's nothing like important quote unquote in there. It's like, important culturally, but not important to any kind of goal that you have at the moment.
All right, I'm going to put cultural records then.
Cool Leviathan myth story. That's in there too.
Yeah, Lemuel did manage to find a scroll that mentioned the Leviathan, not by name but by description.
I see.
And it's funny because I would have probably found it by accident while looking around for mention of Sutsu or something like that. Sea creatures long ago.
Okay. So the Palace of Longmere. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. Current tales, forgotten stories, or secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. Okay. The more information you have already about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. Information you learn is accurate but might be couched in figurative language. Okay. So here's what I'll say. Since we've done legend lore and visions before, when you cast the spell, you get a vision about the palace itself. You see flashes of the palace as it once was in the days before the breaking. You see a vast open ocean. You're essentially standing in the courtyard outside the palace, surrounded on all sides by water and schools of fish and elves of blue skin, and they have like fins all over their bodies. Completely different from the elves that you met down here before. You don't see any of the strange mutations that have existed in your most recent memory about them. You see those people going about their lives, and you get a flash of a fish who beaches itself onto the shore of a beach somewhere and begins to flop around. Then the vision changes back to the palace. You see the people in the palace running around, swimming around rather, going from place to place, seemingly in a hurry, many of them panicked. And then you see a flash of light. Your vision goes to the fish on the shore. Once again, this time flopping a little less vigorously. It's kind of just, it was bouncing around before. Now it's just kind of weakening a little bit. You flash forward to the event of the breaking. The world's oceans were evaporated in an instant. A lot of people died. But in your specific area, when you're standing in the center of this courtyard, you see a dome of magic appear above the city. And you see the rest of the world outside awash with light. You see the people inside who were left behind begin to rapidly change. The fins on their heads recede, their skin grows pale, and they grow crowns of coral around the sides of their head. This is more of the visage of the Ahimar that you are used to. You also see outside the dome of magic, there are many elves that were gathered at the edge of the dome who didn't quite make it to the city in time. And those elves begin to rapidly mutate and change into monstrous, aquatic, semi-reptilian forms.
Were the Ilarak ever when the Ilarak here? Were they ever was ever in question of their origin, or did everyone know no, these were the poor fuckers who weren't here, didn't get inside in time?
You guys did not know this information before. You didn't know Iglarak were anything but monstrous tribal creatures. This information that you've gleaned now is that they're just the ones that weren't protected enough. So they rapidly changed. The image flashes back to the fish on the shore, now lying still, covered in sand, lying on the beach. It's definitely dead. Flashing back to the palace, we see a conflict now between the Ahimar, what would become the Ahimar, and what would become the Iglarak. You see a conflict, a battle, a skirmish, and you see Tarfana now changed into the form that you are familiar with him. A part of the battle, throwing spells and incantations out as he brutally kills the Iglarak in this fight that you're witnessing. And you watch him at the end of it begin to cast a large incantation, his arms raised into the air. You watch as a dome reforms around the city. Flashes back to the fish on the beach, now skeletonized by time. Going back to the palace, you see Tarfana sitting on his throne, eyes closed. You see him open the eyes and look down the hallway at the door that you're standing in front of. The final image you see, as you flash back to the fish on the beach, is the skeletonized fish beginning to move.
Yeah,
These are visions. These are visions?
Visions.
Yeah.
Chance is the one that gets these.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
Chance kind of just when he casts Legend Lore, because it's a spell he gets to cast via the enchantment on his focus, he's kind of just staring into this golden orb. And he's not entirely sure when, because he was very much in the vision. At some point, tears start to kind of run down from his eyes as he's so engrossed in the vision. They were just and at a certain part he kind of just mutters, they were the unlucky ones. And and then when it kind of just ends, he's just like, that That changes things deeply. Okay, I'm trying to think about what the fuck was up with the fish.
What did the fish mean?
What did it mean?
Testing a theory, Chance is gonna go towards the throne and examine it.
Okay. It looks like it's a throne that's it's like a throne that's made out of completely out of gold. There's two of them in this room. The one that you saw Tarfana sitting on the vision was it doesn't matter. It's just like the left one. So you go to check that one first. It's a golden throne with red upholstery that's been remarkably well kept as far as like the rest of the situation in the palace. Like a lot of the furniture that you've seen, a lot of the statues you've seen, a lot of the stonework and stuff has been crumbled and decayed to a degree. But the throne at the very least is seems like it's been kept up for whatever reason.
I mean, is this palace? We think it's been abandoned.
It wasn't abandoned until a little while ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because
Lived in.
yeah, like basically the whole kingdom of Lonmere that was still around is now currently
They left.
The surviving subjects are now in the prison, or they're in Goldagnir.
Oh, that's right. They were the group. That was the group we met.
Yeah.
Okay.
They went in when we came out.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, it makes sense that it wouldn't be in total disrepair then if they'd been living here.
yeah.
But they're kind of transferring into the prison, right, to take occupancy of the prison since it has all of that.
Okay, they're basically going into the prison, and then what we're going to do is we're going to open the prison up when we get out of here, and they're going to leave that way.
Yeah, they're seeking to go back to wherever lands they're from.
They're
Is that
from
right?
this land.
Yeah,
From
it's
this
like
land.
They're
we're
trying to
basically
get out of
going
this
to-
land because it's a barren
they-
wasteland that's hardly sustainable for life.
Yeah,
Find a
they've
new
been trapped
home
here
that's-
for
Okay.
millennia.
And they're going to use the teleporters in the prison to explore and find a new home.
Well, they're
no.
in the prison now, so basically the prison is a one-way door. You from the outside you enter into it and then you stay there, but you can open the door wherever you want to as long as you have the key. So
The key. Okay.
when you guys get out of here and go to a place like other than this place and open the door again, they can exit onto a different land and make a new life for themselves is kind of the idea.
Okay. I see.
It won't be underwater, but it won't be a wasteland, at least not like this.
Yeah.
Unless you go to the desert.
Chance is gonna sit on that throne and kind of look towards that door.
Sure. The door is it's in this room. It's like in front of you and on your left hand side. As you're looking at it, it's the same. It's basically the same vision. It's less less dilapidated. It seems like they've done some work to preserve this throne room after the calamity hit. But yeah, you're just sitting there and looking at the door.
Yeah. He doesn't feel like any magic in the throne at all.
Not as you sit there, no.
What? Chance will relay what he saw in the vision to everyone, up to and including the thing with the Itlarak. But how the hell are we supposed to open this door?
A couple things you haven't tried yet.
What haven't we tried yet?
Well, we haven't tried busting it the fuck down.
You haven't tried seeing if the door is actually magical. You haven't tried
No, I
determining
have-
what magic it is.
Yeah, I have. I can dispel magic, but I don't know how to determine.
I can I can
Whether-
ritual cast detect magic, so I don't
I mean,
mind
if you
taking
detect
any
magic on the door, I could probably try to dispel it.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. I'll
Yeah,
just take.
We should probably try and cast identify on it first, make sure it's actually magic, so we're not wasting our time. Or is that what you said? And I misheard.
You could identify
I
it
was
if you wanted to
gonna-
learn what the enchantment is. Detect magic will tell you if there is an enchantment. Identify will tell you what the enchantment is, if there is any.
Yeah, so detect magic, then identify if it's magic, and then dispel if we can't find a way to open it.
Sounds good to me.
Detect magic first, right?
Yeah, we
Yep.
got to find out if there's any magic on it.
You get a very strong abjuration aura from it, essentially.
Well, that's interesting. Okay. All right. Well, then I guess I would attempt to identify more precisely the nature of what that abjuration might be.
Okay.
So,
After some time, you determine that it is a very high-level arcane lock spell. The arcane lock spell says, you touch a closed door, window, gate, container, or hatch and magically lock it for the duration, which is until dispelled. This lock cannot be unlocked by any non-magical means. You and any creatures you designate when you cast the spell can open and close the object despite the lock. You can also set a password that, when spoken within 5 feet of the object, unlocks it for 1 minute.
So there's a passphrase.
yep. So, do we want to attempt to just dispel the lock, or try to find out what the passphrase might be? Because we have no idea what's behind it.
Safe to say that the wardens probably knew the passphrase if there was one. And
Well, the
would-
warden's. This isn't the warden's place.
No, this
Oh,
is
that's
the,
right. We're in the palace. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's right.
the sea elves, or the
Yeah.
What's it made out of?
Looks like it's made out of iron. It's like some kind of dark metal.
No.
That seems. Would that be something that elves would use a lot? Or
I don't know if you would know that.
I mean,
would I?
it wouldn't be for all the elves. It would only be for
Yeah, that's true.
special elves who go in and out. What room is this in? Is it a special room
This is
we're in?
it's off the
Throne
throne room.
Yeah, so,
No.
yeah.
Don't know what I would roll to even figure that out, if there is anything.
I can try and dispel it. And then see if it'll just pop open, or I don't know what.
Okay.
Unless we have a better idea.
All right.
Anybody want to do something else?
Chance will say a couple. Chance will say in the Old Elvish, because he's trying to think. Because I feel like the fish bones have to mean something. So he's gonna just start saying, like, he's gonna try fish bones. See if I does anything. And
Chicken of the sea.
Yeah.
That's tuna. But yeah, he's gonna try fish bones in the Old Elvish.
No
We could try
response.
and maybe we could play a fish song.
Just play the crab rave.
We could smack it with fishing rods. See if it opens.
Somewhere beyond the
Right.
sea.
I feel stupid because I feel like the answer should be obvious, but I'm just not seeing it.
It's definitely not obvious. Well, it's sort of
But
obvious. You kind of
You don't
touched on it
know
before.
sea
but
elf. I mean, do you? Like that, whatever language they're
Well,
speaking. If there
sea
was
elves
a passphrase,
speak Elvish. They've
No.
spoken Elvish before.
Okay.
The
Fish, a dead fish bone moves. I don't know.
Nope.
Dead fish moves. Dead fish can still swim.
dead fish tell no tales.
So the fish that rises again?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. He did say that the bones were moving, so maybe it's relating to that in the last part.
Okay, GM. Chance is a much smarter person than me. Can I roll for intelligence for a hint?
Like inspiration.
There's no chance you get a hint for rolling intelligence here. This is a passphrase that clearly only one person knows.
Yeah. The king.
Ooh, I've got an idea. I mean, it's all right because Chance has shared very clearly the vision that he had of the king or the elven leader sitting on the throne. It sounded like he wasn't particularly happy and looking at the door. What's the Elvish word for apology or sorry?
How about open?
I tried that.
Open
we did.
sesame.
Just go obvious.
So,
Big friend and enter.
well, I would think he would have a lot of regret over what's happened. So maybe that's somehow, I would think sorry or forgiveness or something like that, perhaps. But he's carrying a lot of weight with what happened with the splitting of his people, who have been reduced to fighting against each other.
Chance will. He's gonna try. He's gonna go back to the throne, take a seat, and look towards it and see if he sees anything. Because the vision, he said the vision directly had the I can't pronounce. I can't say his fucking name. Tarfana looking from the throne towards the door.
Mm-hmm. Make a perception
So I
check.
feel like.
Nothing specific jumps out at you.
Chance will ask the more perceptive people to see if they see anything he doesn't.
I'll give it a try. I will, because I'm little, I will just sit up on the throne I should be able to get up there. So I'll just do that real quick.
Sure.
And perception.
Assuming he's allowed to roll this and it's not just me.
I mean, you could take turns sitting on the throne.
I can, there we go. Oh. Thank you, Roll20.
Anybody who
All right,
wants to roll the
bring-
perception check can.
Yeah.
Bringing back up my character sheet if I can.
I don't have great perception, but
I I've got pretty good perception thanks to the.
What do you mean you don't have
cloak
great?
that I
You have +9 to perception.
All right, come on.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's wisdom based. Wait, did I just roll
23.
perception? I
Yeah, you
did.
did.
That
You
means I
didn't roll
rolled
very
a
high.
2.
Yes.
Fuck, I didn't roll good.
Okay.
Oh,
You
man.
rolled a 2.
Okay,
Well,
here goes. Rolling.
oh,
None of you really see anything. You're not sure what you're really looking for. Lemuel, you sit on there and you're like, yeah, this isn't it. You know definitively like this isn't gonna get you anywhere. Sitting on the throne and looking at the door.
Well, at least that's something.
I guess Selra would know this too because she got a 23.
Behold, I present our greatest enemy, the door.
Yes, a door.
I have
The
one.
bane of every
I-
D&D party.
Chance will go towards back to the door and look at the throne from there.
Oh,
And he'll say,
look, if it stumped Gandalf for hours, I don't feel too bad.
he'll try saying in the. He basically, just for the record, I'm not gonna say it every time, but all the past attempts at the passphrase are gonna be using the old Elvish. Going to say the last throne of Lonmere.
Nothing happens there.
Son of a bitch. Did Tarfana say anything during the vision? Like, was there any words specifically?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Other than the incantations he was casting to kill Eglarak. Which, by the way, that confirms that he's a powerful spellcaster, at least in your eyes. He was slinging lightning bolts left and right.
What the fuck am I thinking? We know where Tarfana is. We could just open the door, pop in, say, "Hey, what's the password to these things?" And come back.
Hi, you know that secret door by your throne? How do you get in there?
Because he said we had run of the palace. That would include the secret rooms, unless that's something. Because they didn't
Run.
say stay out the secret rooms.
Open.
Yeah, there was no forbidding of. Yeah, you can look in every door except those.
Is there anything around the door? Any inscription on the door?
It's so the door itself is like a spiral design on it. Kind of like it's like a spiral carved design that kind of spins out from the center. But it's very simple. It's not like an ornately carved door. It's just kind of a weirdly carved
it's just
door.
the door. What would it be for? It probably goes back into his personal chambers then, I would think, or to the wing for the royal family residence or something.
Chance is going
meeting
to
room.
sigh, feeling incredibly fucking stupid, and is just gonna use the key of embers, open it, and just pop in and ask.
Okay. All right. So you open the door with the key of embers. The door spawns in front of you, and you can walk through. Is anyone else going with him, or is it just him?
I think I'll probably go along with, just because I've got the key of tides, and I don't know. I think they would have a bit of an affinity for it. So,
Sure.
being sea elves and all, couldn't hurt.
Gaddis will stay and wait for his perception ability to reboot itself.
Well,
wait till
if you're
see if he becomes inspired to try again.
well, if you're asking whether or not you can make another check, you're not going to be able to.
Yeah.
That is your one thing to see if you can figure
That's
anything
my
out.
one thing. Okay.
It's like Baldur's Gate when you trip a check out
pretty
of
much
nowhere
do.
and you miss it and you're like, fuck, do I reload?
Yeah.
There's no reloading in this game, unfortunately. Okay, so the two of you are the only ones who are going, right? Selra's not going, Selra's staying outside. What's Selra doing?
Yep. So I was just like looking at this, like, yep, it's a door.
It's a door. That is true.
It is, in fact, the dooriest door to ever door.
So the two of you walk enter through the doors and walk the halls of Goldagnir once again, you see that on the inside of the door, or as you wander through the halls, you're looking around. A lot of the elves that have been in here have been busy setting up temporary accommodations. Like a lot of them have the cells on the first floor open, and are using them as kind of like temporary rooms. They brought whatever measly accommodations they have. A lot of ragged blankets and bits of torn cloth and small packs of things that they've managed to gather, and they're making like makeshift cots, and they kind of set themselves up in their own individual rooms. Asking around, one person will point you toward where Tarfana is. You enter downward through the prison to the point where you come to the vault. And you find Tarfana in one of the vaults, kind of looking over the crystals where people are kept, kind of just regarding them, and he's looking at them. He looks like he's casting some kind of spell, like he's kind of just like waving his hand over the crystal, and he has his eyes kind of like glowing a little bit iridescently. And as you come down the elevator, he kind of looks over and notices you and says, "Oh, our saviors have graced us with their presence. Is everything all right? Have we arrived where we need to be?"
Not quite yet. We're about to handle some business, and then we'll be getting things sorted. I just had a couple questions. It's just him here. We have a measure of privacy.
Yeah, just him.
All right. So first, you said we had run of the palace. Yes, was that including the rooms that seem to be sealed off by arcane lock?
You've come across the iron door, then. I'm afraid that it's a puzzle I haven't been able to figure out as of yet, even given all my time in the palace. It was a door enchanted and sealed by the queen before she departed this land, left me in charge. But unfortunately, she did not leave me with the key to enter.
So even the spellcaster such as yourself wasn't able to know it.
Unfortunately, no. Try as I might, I could not figure out how to open the door and see what was beyond, though I only tried a handful of times, if I'm being honest. It was my queen's chambers that she kept to herself, and though I did falter with my curiosity, I didn't pry too much. It felt wrong to defile what sanctum she had. I don't know, maybe it's just a sentimental thing.
Caring for someone is never wrong.
I did think at one time that something behind that door would help these people survive in the world that we were left. But with no way to access behind it, we had to focus our efforts elsewhere.
One more question and then we'll be out of your hair. Well, two, actually. Does the imagery of a skeletal fish moving mean anything to you?
A skeletal fish? Not particularly. What depends on the context, I suppose.
I have the... Do you know the spell legend lore?
Well, let's see.
Right. I think Legend Lord Wizard spell.
We want to know what's behind door
He
number 3.
rolled a 3. Let's see what his intelligence is. Hold on. Scoot about indeed up. Where's he at here? Cool. So that makes his throw a 17. He says, I'm familiar with the incantation, yes.
Okay, so to render a long story hopefully short, I cast it on the palace, wanting to A, learn a bit about it, and B, find a way potentially through that door, and an imagery of a beached fish flopping around, dying, and skeletonizing, and then moving despite being a skeleton, came up. Spell has an unfortunate tendency to have large metaphorical components.
Let's see.
The spell basically gave me a general rundown of Lonmia's history.
Okay. You are not the most insightful person. Neither is Lemuel. But there's a flash of something across his face as you mention that you kind of looked up the lore of the palace, essentially. There's like a furrowing, a slight furrowing of the brow that you notice. But he says, well, I'm not sure what exactly your vision was, but the image of a dead fish is a mystery to me. It's hard to interpret the dreams one gets from these arcane incantations sometimes.
Yes, sometimes just have to make do. And one final question, and then we'll leave you be. Are you aware of the origin of the Larak?
That he sighs and says, unfortunately, yes. The Iglarak were once our brothers and sisters. But they were changed, mutated by the calamity into monstrous and barbaric forms, bereft of their longevity and reason.
From the looks of it, from what I saw, they were just slightly too slow.
There was conflict in the early days after the calamity shattered this world. I was forced to erect a barrier around Lonmere to keep them out, to keep what people I had left safe from them. They eventually spread throughout the rest of the reef, and we languished in the palace and among the city ruins for a millennia. It's been a hard and strenuous existence. As you saw, we have but meager farmland to work with in this barren land that we called home. We couldn't leave the city for fear of being attacked by tribesmen. Whenever we did send scouting parties out, whenever ships from your world found their way here, we would attempt to recover some cargo, refuse, anything that we could find to help us survive or perhaps leave. But the Iglarak are many, and we lost many. There was always an inherent risk traveling outside the city.
Yes, I'm sorry to bring up unfortunate memories.
It was the life we lived, but you're helping us change that. It is a fact that we most appreciate.
Alright, well, we shall be on our way.
May I ask a question? These
Of course.
crystals contain people. Presumably, they still live, yes?
As far as we can... We've only opened a handful of them, and all of them are still living, so...
They're very interesting. A construction I haven't seen before.
Yes, it seems to be a kind of imprisonment. I would advise against trying to open them yourselves, if only because not a non-zero chance that there was some... Oh.
I will kind of look up at them both and say, there's a very good chance that your people will be harmed if you set these people free.
Oh, of course. I am familiar with Goldagnia as my lady's right hand. She was keeper of one of the keys, after all. I was not privy to all of the warden's comings and goings, but I have seen my lady struggle over the duty she took up, and I've seen the caliber of person she interns before.
Did she have any particular creed or motto she held close to?
Not that I'm aware. She was a strong woman. She ruled with passion and with kindness, but also a firm hand. There wasn't any particular slogan. At least none that stood out in the many hundreds of years I served.
Well, thank you anyway. As a historian and antiquarian myself, I've been trying to catalog most of the contents of the palace. That's why we were trying to open that door.
Then I wish you luck. Unfortunately, it is a puzzle that I have yet to figure out myself. I have no insight other than what you perhaps have already gleaned.
Is there? I'm just trying to remember. Is there? Does Chance speak by any chance Dwarven or Draconic, or maybe I'm trying to think of what he might, if he might speak Abyssal, maybe another one.
He's got.
Is he speaking
There you
of those?
Celestial, Infernal, and Elvish is what he's got.
Celestial Infernal. So I don't think I actually know any of those. Oh well.
We should head back, Limestone.
Okay. Well, I would perhaps nod at the closest crystal and sort of nod at the book that Chance is holding and just say, is there any other information that you think we would need to share about anyone or anything now that we're in this place?
I feel like right now we mainly just... If we intend to let any of them out anymore, we'll have time for this once we are back in a safer environment.
Okay. Very good. Let's focus on getting somewhere away from here and away from the reef as well.
I mean, we're under the ocean in this palace, right? The
Where the ocean would be. There are no oceans in this world.
There are no oceans. Okay. Just thinking, like, is there a surface we
This
can
was
go to? But
this was once an underwater kingdom. It is lower in elevation than the rest of the world.
I
Let's
see.
put it that way.
Okay.
Which is much closer to the core than the major continents, which is potentially very risky. Just
Yeah.
do
There's
not.
a lot of weirdness here, a lot of mutation stuff here, a lot of strange gravity, a lot of weird rules.
One final question he would chance to have asked if his people knows about the origin of the Iglorak, or if that's something he's kept to himself.
The origin of the what? The Iglorak?
Yeah.
Oh, they all know. They were all alive during the first conflicts.
Just verifying before I potentially say something I'm not supposed to.
There were very few of us born post-calamity. Not many of the elves are young, as you can clearly see.
Yep. And we leave, and once the door closes behind us, Chance go look to Limestone. You saw it too, yes?
Something struck a chord with him. I'm just not sure what. I know we're missing something.
Yes, I feel like there might be some secrets he'd rather not come
As
to
you guys
light.
are walking, you go up the elevator and you're walking out of that foyer room. You are heading toward the entrance and you pass 3 or 4 priests in their rows. The same priest that you've seen before. The guy who first led you to Tarfana is dressed in the same way these guys are. And the 4 of them go down the same elevator that you left from.
Wait, shit. Shite. Chance gonna go back with them because he has an idea what they might be doing.
You're just gonna follow them down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Are you doing so
Do you
in
have
any way that's not
visibility?
obvious, or what?
He's gonna go directly. He's gonna look Limestone. Limestone, I need you to go get the others. Be ready. Things might be about to go very bad very quickly.
understood. I am immediately heading back to the palace. Post haste.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sprint off.
Yeah. So basically, it's right now. It's Chance and Fuego.
Okay. Are you just trying to follow them stealthily? What are you doing?
No, just directly going. Just going to directly go with them because, as far as he's outwardly, they have no reason to stop him.
Well, they went down the elevator. They're down there already.
Well, yeah. Chance will just go down the elevator next.
Sure. You see the 4 of them are talking with Tarfana. Make a perception check as you go down the elevator.
Can Fuego make one as well?
Sure. All right, good 0. Fantastic.
I'm never making a low wisdom character again.
Perception is important, it seems. 18.
Nothing but clerics for me out this on out.
As an on an 18, you hear the 4 the person who was leading the group just say, "My lord, there is a matter that requires your attention. If you would please come to the front foyer, we have something to discuss with you." Tarfana looks at him and says, "Of course, I shall be there in but a moment." Looks over and notices you and says, "Oh, is there anything else? Something you forgot?
Just to make sure. Above game, just quick couple questions. This guy knows about the Black Circle, right? This guy has been warned about them.
Yeah, you warned him. He didn't know anything about them.
And these guys here, are their arms covered or are their arms bare?
Their arms are in this like long robed sleeves. It's the wizard sleeves. I think I can give you a picture of what they look like. If I didn't already, hold on, let's see if I did already. No, I didn't. I'll put it in the characters thing if I can find it. That's kind of what they look like.
Oh.
I see. Chance is gonna look to the floor here and ask, just for the sake of security, before I say what I'm about to say, could I ask you to roll up to raise your sleeves briefly?
They looked at Tarfana and she says, well, I don't see the purpose, but if you would. The four of them roll up their sleeves and show their arms bare to you. You don't see any markings on any of them.
Okay, good. You never know how to be safe than sorry. I've died too many times to not be careful.
I'm going to choose not to inquire about that at the moment. Well, if there's anything else we can do for you, please let us know.
Just last thing, I need to stress this since all
Laggity lag.
For all that is good in this world, don't try and open any of the gems.
I will take your warning to heart. I would not endanger my people any more until they were in a safer place. You have my word.
All right, thank you. Okay, and this is something Fuego's going to have to step in for here. To Fuego's senses, did any of the four react at all to both Chance's prompting on... Was there anything suspicious, effectively?
Yeah, the way they reacted to what? Just you asking them to roll their sleeves up?
The sleeves up and stressing to not open any of the gems.
Other than, I mean, they're not reacting to the gems thing, but like just confusion as far as the sleeves thing goes. Like they're like, that's a weird ask, and then they look to their leader, and he was like, okay, sure, why not?
Alright, well, with that's all, Chance is gonna start making his way back.
It's like weird request, but okay, sure.
Chance is gonna go back up the elevator.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess while he's doing all that, I've made my way back to the throne room as quickly as possible, and I've just sort of waved over, I guess, Mr. Giddis and also Selra, and just said, Chance would like y'all to just briefly step into the entryway of Goldagnir. Just real quick, we're just gonna do a final check, I guess. I don't really know.
At this point, he steps out of the door. You come out and you're like, I think there's maybe a thing we need to... And then Chance steps out and he's there in the hallway with you.
Okay.
I'll just say all good there. Anything we need to check out?
For right now, all is well. I have a bad feeling, but I don't know what to do about it.
Well, then, let's not dwell on it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's get
Push
what we
those
can
bad
done.
feelings deep down into your gut and let them sit there.
Chance is gonna, since we're still somewhat trying to open that fucking door.
I've got one more idea, and that's about it. And I realize there's probably very little chance that it'll do anything, but I've got the little I've got a little idea. So when those doors were first put in place, this was underwater, right?
Yep.
What's the Elvish word for water or sea? Maybe that would do it. I don't know that it would make any difference, but that seems like something very important to the elves here. So if you know a word for that, Chance, that's pretty much the only other idea I have.
All right, Chance will try that on Limestone's
Not like-
urgent.
Sure.
It's not like we have any ocean to put on these doors. So.
No response.
I have an idea.
I'll hit it really hard.
That's still an option, but it's an iron door.
New. She's gonna say new wardens have risen in Elvish.
No response there.
Yeah, Chance's idea is he's just gonna open the fucking grimoire, see if she fucking wrote down in there.
No, other than the spells that are in there and the notes that you've been making, there aren't any new entries. Not like when they popped up with the prison things, that like the ledger. Like when they were close to the crystals and close to the items, they would pop up with new information as it was pertinent, but not in this, not here.
Well, I mean, you've already said her name, so what was her name again? I'm trying to remember.
I also need to remember. Cerny was the theologist.
Was she the holder of the Key of Tides? Or?
No, it was Eldwin. Queen
Okay.
Eldwin Kurunir. Queen of Nen Arnad. Alonmir was the city. Nen Arnad was the kingdom.
Well, if none of those work, I'm out of ideas. So.
I wonder if I could call upon the wisdom of Suladak, the Morning Star, for inspiration. Or does it work like that? I don't know.
Is there a particular spell you want to cast that you have?
No. Well, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I could cast it anyway. I was thinking.
Suladak has been entombed in a pyramid for several hundred years, so he doesn't know shit about this place.
Well, no, but the Morning Star, isn't the Morning Star's name Suladak?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Suladak, the being that resides within the Morning Star,
The soul,
is a being that was alive post breaking.
All right, so he can't actually see anything.
Nobody knew about this place, as far as you
he's
know.
not gonna
Like,
give a shit.
there's
Okay,
no
I'm just
knowledge
wondering.
about anything about the underwater kingdoms or anything like that. He wouldn't have known. If you ask him, he'd be like, "I'm
sure.
unfamiliar with it. I have no idea."
No,
In a
okay.
flowery language, but I'm not gonna be like, "Thou asked me a question that." Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
God damn it.
What was the name of the ark that she piloted?
That's a good question. It was, to go back to my lore notes here. Not the people. Cargo, no. The prophecy, maybe? It might have been the prophecy. I think it was that
Escort.
one. Let me see if I wrote it down in her notes instead of just the notes in general on the.
Let's see. We have Raylis Quaylen, pilot of the Avenger. Cerny Golod, pilot of Sanctuary. Lothulfin, pilot of Sumter. And Aelden Krunir, pilot of Escort.
Oh, the Escort. There you go. She was the one who drove the people carrier. That's the one that was like the people arc. It wasn't like the raw materials arc or the knowledge arc or anything like that. The arcs had different purposes. The Escort was the highest passenger capacity of all of the arcs, able to ship over 500,000 people away from the Breaking's calamitous destruction. The Escort's patron deities included Torm, Ilmater, and Helm.
Chance will say the Escort in the ancient language, but then he's going to say one more. Fate.
Okay. Neither of those have a reaction from the door.
Damn it.
Good thinking though. That's good thinking.
Well, because Fate was also Fate was the password for Quaylen's wizard tower.
Yeah.
So I was just gonna say Gold Davenir.
No response from that.
Well, if it was the Queen's door, what would the Queen say? She's sitting on her throne. She's leaving the throne room. She's going back to her chambers. I don't know.
Rest.
Here's what I'll say. Lemuel
Her
and
own
Chance. No, Lemuel and Chance. You can make me insight checks.
I'm lousy at that, but sure, let's give it a whirl.
Go for it.
That's
Our last
why
chance.
you bring the wise people with you.
Yeah,
and
come on.
Let me see what limestone rolls before I decide this, because I can.
we're thinking about re-rolling it with your ring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a good choice. I'm just trying to get roll 20 to roll 20 real good.
Yep.
Come on, 20.
Aren't we all?
I believe in ya.
If it matters at all, Chance would have relayed the conversation with the other two.
Okay, here goes. Regular old insight.
I think Gaddis is wondering how these guys got into a super secret prison when they can't even open a door.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh boy, this is all right.
Yeah,
Say
Chance
goodbye
would
to
have,
whatever was in that room.
I still keep the 10, but yeah, Chance would have relayed the conversation to the rest of the group. If that matters at all.
Yeah, do you think?
Do I know Elvish? I probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Chance does at least have a good memory.
Yeah. So with those insight checks, you're not going to get anything.
Yep.
Oh well. All right.
Like I said, I am never running a low wisdom character again.
I am now going to do something really silly. Walk right up to one of the iron doors and say in primordial,
guys.
"Hey, want to help a child of Earth out?"
Guys.
Help your brother out. No, unfortunately, that's not the passphrase.
Yes, and spell it.
Oh well.
Yeah, we can't just try to spell it, but does Fuego get to roll? Because Fuego was there too.
I'd like you to spell it.
I mean, sure. Okay, 15.
It's very perceptive.
15's not going to get you anything either.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Other than that, he noticed the brow furrowing thing, but whether or not you can glean anything from that is a different story.
Nah.
Oh well. Thank God it's not the only way out of this palace.
Yeah, we'll just try to spell. And you know what? We do know of a way to do a stronger dispel.
Yeah.
That's specific to the. It's specific to the prison. Unfortunately, it's
I
not
don't think
the.
I don't think that works with. other things, unfortunately. So
the ritual of whatever I called it, the ritual of freedom, is
Yep.
specific to the right of crystalline imprisonment for Goldagnir.
yep.
All right, let's just try to spell it.
I have Dispel Magic I can cast on there.
Yeah.
Go for it. Highest
Yeah,
level
I mean-
you can, because I can only do 4th level. So yeah.
It's like the only thing I
Magical
can think of at this point is like Leviathan.
Mm-hmm.
Eh,
You already tried that though.
yeah.
No, Leviathan was not one I used.
It was one that someone else used.
Yeah, I tried it, or suggested it, but yeah, it's not. It's not that.
All
right.
The only thing I say, Chance will just kind of pull out the grimoire and kind of just flip
I
through
can
some of the
cast,
stuff he's written down.
Yeah.
I can cast Dispel Magic as a 4th or even 5th level spell.
That's
Or is
about
it-
as good as we're. Yeah, that's as good as we're gonna do because I can't do it over 4th. So
If I do it as a 3rd level spell and the magic is 3rd level or lower, it's an automatic dispel. If
Yeah.
it's higher,
The worst
May
part
not
is like I feel like it's scaring. It's like right in front of us, and we just can't fucking see it, and it's bugging me to no end.
It's not obvious at all.
yeah.
You do not have all the information you need. I'll tell you that much right now.
Mm.
well,
if you want to try Dispel Magic, you're gonna need to roll for
I mean,
Yep.
Is she
Why-
quarters here, or is the
why would I
quarters
need to roll
this
for it?
door?
I mentioned that the enchantment on the door was very strong. You're
Yeah.
looking for, if you're gonna cast Dispel Magic, you're looking for a DC of 19.
Question:
Okay.
Is there like chambers, like where was Tarfana's and slash or the Queen?
Behind the throne
Make it
room.
4 or
Chance
for
will
each
look- will go
ongoing
there.
spell
So the queen's bedchamber, or at least the most royal one you can find, is essentially a large, wide, rectangular bed with kind of like lavender-colored sheets on top of a platform of solid gold. This is a let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. There's a 20-foot diameter circle of gold with inscriptions on it.
What do they say?
Not like they're not like words, they're like hieroglyphs of like fish and not hieroglyphs, that implies language. I would say just like carvings of fish and different sea life and stuff.
Chance, how big is the room in terms of like its overall diameter?
I will tell you in a second. Let's see. 30-foot diameter room.
Perfect. So that means one charge covers the whole thing.
Okay, I was gonna say you gotta fireball the room. What are we doing? One charge of the Wand of Secrets, sure.
I don't care how much information I cast. Wand of Secrets.
You wave the wand out in front of you, and there is a secret door. Not really a door, but like a contraption underneath one of the gold panels next to the bed.
Well, Chance will go there and move the panel, or try and see if the panel can be moved.
Sure. Make a strength check. This is a 5x5 slab of solid gold. It's going to be hard to move. Nice.
Whoa.
I'll take that as a yes. Let's see. Where did I put that? Hold on a second.
Chance is annoyed is a bit annoyed.
Okay, there are a number of expensive jewelry pieces as well as a crown. I need you to roll me a d6, please. Cool. There's about 300 gold worth of jewelry here. And a crown. I will see if I can find the description of it. for you because it's an actual item. It's a Grim Hollow item. Give me a second. Look it up. Very Grim Hollow. Is there a magic items section in here? Equipment. I gave myself the page number. I could probably just look it up. Let's see. Why does the player's guide not have any magic items in it? Maybe it's the Dungeon Master's guide for it. Or the campaign guide, rather. Let me take a look and see. If it's not on... If I can't find it on D&D Beyond here, I'll go to the actual book and I'll tell you what it does. Grim Hollow campaign guide. Magic items. There it is. Crown of the Kepmere King. I'm assuming you guys are going to identify this immediately.
Oh, absolutely.
It is a platinum crown adorned with black gems and shells. If you go to identify it, while you wear the crown, it requires attunement. It's a very rare magic item. You have resistance to cold damage and can breathe underwater. And your constitution is set to 20, unless it is already 20 or higher. You also, if you cast Identify on it, learn that the crown is cursed. While cursed, you transform. It transforms you after a certain number of days if you do not remove the curse in time.
Does it? Do we know what it turns you into? Or?
No.
Something.
The crown will change you if you wear it.
I feel like it was a metaphor for something.
That's just going to get documented in. That's going in a museum, and it's probably not going anywhere from that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's pretty good if you remove the curse. Turns you into Michael Scott. Yeah, hilarious. Oh no, it turns you into Andy. It turns you into Andy from The Office. No, it'll turn you into some kind of weird aquatic creature that none of you know what it is.
Well, it's a shame I've already used my cast of Legend Lore for the day.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps on a following day you can find out what the item does. So we're at 4 o'clock here. It's about time to end the session. Does anyone want to try to do Dispel Magic on the door before we go?
I can offer moral support to Mr. Geddes, and yeah, that's about it. Because I can't cast that high of a level. So if he wants to cast it at the highest level he can, great. I will be nearby and think positive thoughts. That's about all I can do.
It depends on how much magical ammo you want to use. Also,
Wait.
Okay.
I have something that I've had for a long time.
Oh no. It's an item I've forgotten about, probably.
It's in my notes as a brass key that unlocks particular magic locks.
Oh. Is it the mystery key? Or skeleton key or whatever?
It was some mystery brass key that we found long ass fucking time ago.
I think that might have been before
I
my
forget
time.
what it was. I think it was probably.
It was definitely.
Did I tell you it was a mystery key, or was it just a random key you found?
It was a key we found, and it apparently opens certain magical locks and it had apparent ties to the wardens.
Oh, okay. It's probably a mystery key. So, a mystery key has a 5% chance of unlocking any lock into which it's inserted.
Yep.
There's no lock on the door.
Yep.
So unfortunately, that would not help here. But good on you going back through notes and finding stuff that I forgot about. Oh god. Okay. Are we doing Dispel Magic? Is anyone doing Dispel Magic before we go?
I will defer to Hieronymus as he has the best chance out of any of us, I think. Unless Chance can do it at an even higher level than that. But I don't think Chance doesn't have Dispel Magic, does he?
I don't think that's on the summoner list.
It's not. Yeah. The highest level I can cast is level 6.
Okay.
Are you there, Hieronymus?
Yeah.
Are you around?
Oh.
He might not be at his keyboard, and I haven't heard a response yet. Okay, well, I'm not gonna. He might be gone for a little while, so I'll end the session here. We'll see if we can pick up with that tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but the next time we play. So we'll pause here. We spent 3 hours looking at a door. This session was great. All right. Well, we shall figure out some more shit maybe perhaps later. Next time we play.
I just hope we don't encounter a window.
We shall see. Bye bye.
No.